Devin, and welcome to another video, a bit of a shorter video, as today I'm going to be talking about the new Sleater-Kinney single titled Hurry On Home. Sleater-Kinney is probably one of my favorite bands of all time. I think they're responsible for some of the best indie and punk rock of the 90s and the early 2000s. The band has countless amazing albums under its belt at this point, albums like Call the Doctor, Dig Me Out, One Beat, The Woods, freaking Woods. I implore you to listen to some of these records if you haven't already. Anyway, they released the album The Woods in 2005, after which they took a hiatus and eventually came back in 2015 with a really solid comeback album in the record No Cities to Love. Now, 4 years after that album, their 9th studio album has been announced. It's called The Center Won't Hold, and it is scheduled to come out later this year. Naturally, I was extremely excited to hear new music from the trio, and my anticipation only grew when news came out that the album is going to be entirely produced by Miss Annie Clark, aka St. Vincent. St. Vincent is an incredible singer-songwriter, producer, and guitar virtuoso who's responsible for some of my favorite art pop of the decade. While I do love both of these artists' respective discographies and sounds, I was a little bit apprehensive about how their sounds would kind of meld in the context of a song or album, as their approaches to production tend to be pretty different. Sleater-Kinney's recordings and mixes are usually very raw and in the moment. A lot of their albums give off the vibe of a spontaneous live performance caught on tape. St. Vincent's music, on the other hand, is much more digitally inclined and, I want to say, calculated. As opposed to the open mixes of a Sleater-Kinney song, St. Vincent's mixes thrive on sounding really confined and meticulously assembled with little to no dead air in the recording. While I was a little bit wary, I still am a huge fan of both of these artists, and I had faith that they would make it work. Now we have our first taste of this new album in the lead single Hurry On Home. From the song's first few seconds, you can feel Annie's fingerprints all over this. Her trademarks are everywhere: the grimy guitar tone, the snappy drums, and the ominous, harmonized While Annie's influence is definitely present here, I wouldn't say she totally drowns out the presence of the band itself, which was one of my primary concerns going into this song, given how distinct Annie's production style tends to be. The tune of the song is Sleater-Kinney through and through, and Carrie Brownstein's nasally whine is as distinct as ever. The instrumental breakdown towards the end of the song is pretty awesome, and the performances are all really great too. Carrie, Corin, and Janet all hold down the fort, even if they do feel a little bit confined by these digital boundaries. On this song, I think Sleater-Kinney and St. Vincent are able to find a nice, happy middle ground between their respective styles and come through with a very entertaining, odd little rock song in the process. Overall, I'm enjoying the song, I don't have too many complaints, and I'm really looking forward to the band's forthcoming LP. I guess for its score I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, but I'm not really sure how you would rate single songs. That's just a measure of how much I'm enjoying it, which is of course what all of my ratings are. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Like I said, bit of a quicker one today. Yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.